For Halloween, I'm gonna be a Spartan. Like, I gotta have the little outfit with the robes.
I'm actually going to be a jail inmate. And that is kind of a statistic, but I didn't really think of that when I picked it out.
Minions and Dalmatians from Despicable Me.
For Halloween, I'm gonna be Leon Johnson because I realized black males do not dress up.
Like, well, I guess this is a different culture group. Like, yeah, Romans, Greeks. It's pretty European-ish, so.
I really feel like if you're putting that much thought into your Halloween costume, you should probably just not dress up. You know, Halloween's supposed to be a fun, you go out and have fun.
It's just kind of like a day where people just kind of just like let loose and like just be a little ignorant about it. Like sometimes it's some disrespectful stuff, but most people are just like, "Oh, it's a costume. Like we don't know anything about it, so we're gonna treat it like as like something fun to do and fun to wear." Like, that's just how people perceive it.
I kind of do think they offensive. Because some of them are, like, I see a couple of white people dressed up as black people with inmates and stuff like that.
Good intentions? No, just ignorance. Like, I think most people just wear something that just like, well, I thought it'd be a good idea. I thought it'd be fun. Like, I'm gonna be LaQuiqui from like the projects. Like, that's not a good Halloween costume. It's not. It doesn't work like that. It's just people have different tastes and cultures and like just different like interests when it comes to like how they handle things. So it just depends.
I definitely think it portrays a stereotype, and although I don't necessarily agree with that, because obviously everyone's not like a stereotype, it's something that is like the norm in culture, so at the same time, I don't think it really offends anyone that much.
I think it is offensive to wear cultural or traditional outfits for Halloween because some people may take it stereotypically or just wrong. Like, for example, I'm Mexican. If you want to dress like a Mexican, you might do like a poncho or sombrero. I don't walk around wearing that, and I'm Mexican. So I just really find that really offensive because it can really hurt somebody. Like, I just look at it and I'm like, you're just wrong, you're ignorant. Other people might take it to a personal level. It might actually hurt their feelings or something. So we should always just try to be respectful about everybody, their traditions, and their culture, because we wouldn't want somebody else, just another culture, wouldn't want themselves to be hurt like that from other people.
Yeah, like that one where like everybody's Scooby-Doo, and it's like that one black dude that's like dressed as Scooby, and he on the floor. How's he on the floor? Is he trying to be compared to a dog? Is that how they see us? Like, it's a lot of imagery that people don't think about with like playing Halloween costumes like that. So it just depends.
I mean, as long as it's not making fun of the culture, I wouldn't say that it's being derogatory.
At this day and age, a lot of people, nothing's taboo. Every costume, we have like sexually offensive costumes a lot of times, but I guess it's a cultural thing. Like, you know, we've been pushing the envelope for years. It shouldn't be just framed as, you know, being disrespectful to a certain race or culture. As long as it's not completely derogatory, it's not done in a malicious manner.
I think it's okay for people to wear cultural costumes as long as they are respectful about it. Like if you were to wear a costume depicting yourself in like a different country and you act racist or something, then that's not okay. But other than that,
but like I also wouldn't do it in a disrespectful manner. So it's like a yes or no for me, only because because if I'm doing Pocahontas because she's a Disney character, or I'm doing something along the lines that has to do like Princess Tiana, obviously she's an African American princess. I mean, I'm not disrespecting somebody, I just want to be able to do that, because when would I typically do that? You wouldn't see me walk to class with Pocahontas. Like, that's my one opportunity to kind of go outside my comfort zone, but I also wouldn't do it in the sense that I wouldn't want to disrespect anybody.
I don't think it's disrespectful if they don't mock the culture. Like, if you're wearing a Native American costume and you're sitting here, like, hopping in circles or something, then that's disrespectful.
And as far as getting offended about it, by it, I don't think you should be necessarily offended by it. It's all about what you make it and how serious you want to take it.
I think it's just do it in good taste. I wouldn't have a problem, say, if I wanted to dress in traditional, like, at Indian weddings, they dress in traditional, you know, clothing and all that stuff, and do the henna and all that. Now, if you do it with good taste, that's fine, but as, like, you know, just to wear on Halloween, I don't believe that's cool. It's kind of disrespectful again. Also, like, the very hypersexualized Native American costumes, majority Native Americans do not even dress like that.
Because you can tell if somebody's trying to be malicious or not. Like, if a Caucasian lady was dressed up like a rapper, and she was going around saying my N-word, my N-word, my N-word, or something along them lines, or something disrespectful, then obviously you're going to be upset about it. But 9 times out of 10, I don't see anyone really being that disrespectful and that disrespectful. So no, in a sense, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, again, it's subjective.
I think it's the same concept with they did it because I'm black, the whole because I'm black theory or whatever that goes cross-cultural, cross-races. It's what you think of it, it's what you make it. If you choose to make it offensive or you choose to view it negatively, then you're going to be more offended by it. But if you just choose it as a celebration, then it's great.
I'm Native American, and I mean, I think it's okay as long as, yeah, it's like she said, they're not mocking it.
I feel like it's almost like a caricature. You're dressing up as that iconic like look. You're not dressing up to represent that certain culture or that certain race. You're just doing the iconic version. Just like you might, if you dress up as a redneck, like all the people that live in the South don't necessarily like do extremely redneck stuff.
I also think that it definitely does make the costumes more stereotypical, but I guess it's just how you portray yourself when you're wearing that costume. I don't know if it's necessarily right to dress up like that if you're going to put forth an attitude that comes along with the culture.
You wouldn't want someone dressing your cultural background, even if you don't know what the cultural background is. You don't want people dressing up, making fun of your culture and thinking it's a costume when really that is something sacred to you.
They're dressing as the stereotype, not necessarily they're acknowledging the stereotype, which is bad in a sense, but at the same time, it is what it is. As long as you're not going around saying, yo, my nig, stuff like that, or just really like kind of pushing the envelope or whatever, it's just a costume. At the end of the day, it's just a costume. You're not taking on that persona, you're not trying to, be that person. Just acknowledging it as a costume.
Yeah, it gives a stereotype because, like you said, there's like an afro for an African American costume, and that's just a stereotype that everybody has afros, or that's how everybody's hair looks.
They like the culture, like they want to. But then again, it's like you're dressing up for Halloween.
So do you think it kind of plays into that phrase, imitation is the best form of flattery?
Sometimes I feel like it could, and then other times I'm like, well, maybe not.
It just really depends on how the person wears it,
And
how they
they
carry
act,
themselves.
yeah.